right. And we on
Okay,
to the
Ariana.
next.
Ariana.
Ariana! Ariana! I'm excited for this one.
Okay, you
Okay,
go. You
so
start.
do you
This is
want to
your
like,
topic, babe.
okay, so I guess we'll go through kind of the same kinds of things, like what you like, what you didn't like, and maybe we can like rank our top, like list our top favorite songs, and then
Top
maybe songs that we
songs?
weren't as into. So yeah, I guess for me, like I'm a pretty big Ariana fan, so I was very excited when
Huge.
she launched the album, and I Neg and I actually streamed Positions together when the music
Yeah.
video premiered, so we watched it together and we were pretty impressed. She looks so beautiful. I mean, she looks beautiful in everything she does, but it was just like,
Mm-hmm.
it was a really nice music video. The song is so fun, and I really liked it. So I'd say my
Mm-hmm.
top favorite songs are Just Like Magic, 34 plus 35, 630,
Really?
My Hair, Nasty, and POV. Those are like my all-time favorites. I have them on
Really?
repeat. Yeah.
Okay.
When I first
This,
listened to it, my
yeah.
first favorite song was 630. It's so cute. It's like cuz it's like down like 630, like the arrows point down on the watch at 630, and like I don't know, I just think like everything that she says is so cute. The ones like that I'd listen to less and I was surprised by because I love Doja Cat was Motive. I haven't liked that one as much for some reason. West
Mm-hmm.
Side, and then Off the Table, just sonically it's like kind of slow for me.
I was
But
disappointed by Off the Table. I
yeah,
was
because
very
everyone
disappointed because
talks about it,
Love
and
Me
I know
Harder,
you, yes, I know that you love that one with The Weeknd.
Love Me
Yeah,
Harder, Love Me Harder is like my favorite, my all-time favorite song,
I
like one
know.
of by Ariana. Like Love Me Harder
Yes,
takes me
I
to
know.
places, okay?
I thought you'd be
But
so pumped for Off the Table, so yeah, I was
I
disappointed too.
wasn't.
But
It was so bad. Sorry.
yes, and like it's okay, it's okay. I personally, like, I'm not a fan of The Weeknd, so
Mhm.
I wasn't hyped because of The Weeknd. I was hyped because everyone was saying that this is such like a beautiful song, and it is because the meaning and what she's saying, it's like, you know, the Mac Miller references, you know,
Yeah.
all about how like she's feeling with this like new relationship and things that she's
Yeah.
had to like overcome and stuff. So, and he's basically talking in the voice of like her now boyfriend, is it Dalton or something, but yeah, and it's such a weird dynamic, but like I said, I'm not a huge fan of The Weeknd, so sonically it was like a bit of a miss for me, and I was like disappointed in that way, but behind it the
Mhm.
message is like obviously like the lyrics and the message that she's portraying is like very beautiful. I just think that the song itself could have been better, so I don't know, I guess I was expecting something a little bit different sonically.
Mhm. Same.
But yeah.
I thought that with
Mhm.
like the Weeknd's new vibe, like with kind of like how synth pop,
Yeah, with his
blinding
latest album.
lights like
Yeah,
sounded.
the
I
80s.
thought
Yeah.
that it would kind of like sound like that, but it didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a miss.
Yeah.
It was a very big let down for me because I think that
Mhm.
Ari and The Weeknd together have amazing chemistry when they do a song. And because
Yeah.
as I said, like to me, up to this day, it's been like almost 7 years, but it's still for me,
Love Me
that
Harder
song
is
just
so
like it's
right.
everything to me. But
Yeah.
this was just not it. Like I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like it. But
I
yeah.
know, I know. And I guess like in all the album, I believe it's probably one of her most risque albums that she's done with her lyrics and like her song topics and stuff. But I
Mm-hmm.
find the songs also catchy. Like 34 plus
Mm-hmm.
35, like that one's always stuck in my head. It's so good. Did you watch the music video?
Yeah. I okay. I want to
The
start
music video didn't
saying
make as much sense to me.
no.
It's like
I just
Austin
want to.
Powers reference, right?
I just want to start saying you are obviously the Ari fan. I
Yeah.
appreciate her. I have so much hope in Ariana. I'm not kidding.
Open
Like I
Ariana.
no, I have so much hope in her.
Hmm.
Like my point is, I think she has the power to be like she has the potential to become the best, one of the best, like artists of our generation. I really do
Yeah.
think she has that potential. And when I say the best artist, I'm not saying we stream her now and we forget her in 20 years. I'm saying we will remember Ariana Grande. She'll be a little
Yeah,
bit like
yeah, I
Mariah,
think
a little
so.
bit, right?
Mariah Carey,
I have
that's who
that
they,
potential.
yeah.
Like, I see that in her. Like, I love her vocals. Her vocals are absolutely unbelievable. She makes me feel things. There's songs by her that I adore, and I
Yeah.
like her as a person. I think she's very sweet. I think she is, meaning I don't hate on her in any way. My favorite songs, I'll just say my favorite songs in this, which is very
Yeah.
funny because it's so different than you. Like, literally, it's
I
so
can
different than you.
imagine. Yeah.
My top one of this album, well, no, I'll go like, I think I'll go by, you know, least to more. So I really liked West Side. I just wish it was a little bit longer. I love that song. I don't know
Really?
why. Yeah, I just like the vibe of it. I like how she sings on it. I like the flow of it. I just
Oh my
I
gosh.
just like it. It just sounds like she's not trying as hard. To me, this whole album sounds like
Mm.
she's trying really hard. Like, sorry, I don't want to talk shit about it because I know how much you love it. But then I really liked My Hair. I think I love her in
Oh,
that
it's so
style. I think
beautiful.
that the vibe of My Hair is what she
It's
should
very
go. Like,
effortless.
I just feel like, to me, how it sounds, even how it sounds sonically, I have a problem with Ariana having songs that are amazing, brilliant, and her not recognizing that this is the style she should go for. I'm tired of her
Yeah.
underplaying her potential. Like, I feel like
That's
she
what,
has this
yeah.
power voice, like this voice
Yeah.
that's so magnetic and so powerful, and then she
Yeah.
puts it out on like an album, on a few songs on the album, and
Like
it's like,
pop
girl,
records. Yeah, I know.
don't you
I know.
realize this is what you should be doing? Like, you sound amazing. Like, My Hair
Yeah.
sounds crazy good. Then
Yeah.
there
I
is
love that song.
I really loved, I like Position still. I really like it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then there's POV. I love POV. Like, I think it's amazing.
I
I
love that
honestly
song.
listened the whole album back to back. And when
Yeah.
POV came on, I was like, girl, where was that? I was like,
Yeah.
where was that? I was so disappointed. I was like, Ariana, like, this is it. Like, this is where you shine. Like, where was
Yeah.
that? Like, I was so
Yeah.
annoyed at her. I was like, you prove us repeatedly that you can do that. You can do that, and yet you don't. It's almost like she
Yeah.
settles into her little like comfort zone, and
Right.
she
Right.
just she just doesn't, and then she lets it out from once in a while, and it's like, this is it. It's like POV is just wonderful. It sounds so good. It's so vulnerable. It's so relatable. It's so like, you can hear her vulnerability in her voice. You can hear the truth in her voice. If you're capable as an
All of those
artist,
things.
there's a difference between singing and then singing with the emotion, like singing with and making you
Like
feel
when you
stuff.
really feel it. Exactly. Yes.
I like
Yes.
how Dua Lipa sounds, but she doesn't make me feel anything,
No. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Like, Ariana in POV, it's like, ooh, the feels, they're here, it's here. And
Yeah.
yet, throughout the whole album, I've had trouble finding that feeling. Like, I've had
Right.
trouble feeling, because it's very surface level for me. And I'm
Right.
at a level where it's like, Ariana, you're at this point of your career where you should be exploring this part of yourself now. Like, you should be growing as an artist. And for me, I'll talk about this later. I'll go to my top one favorite. My top one favorite was Safety Net. I love that song so
Oh,
much.
yeah. Ty Dolla
Safety,
Sign. Mm-hmm.
oh my God. Like, her voice in that track is unbelievable. And I felt it. Like, the same kind of dynamic that you feel between her and The Weeknd in Love Me Harder, you feel it in there on Safety Net. And the back and forth is so good. And you can feel it. It's just like, you can feel, I listen to that song and I can feel what she feels. And that's what I
Yeah.
appreciate from her. That's why I
Yes.
said, I love her so much. I think she's great. I think she has great vocals, but honestly, I was very underwhelmed by the whole album, because I think
Yeah.
it's fine. I think you can listen to it, and I think you can feel very, you bop to it. It's a bop. It's a vibe. Not boppy, actually. It's a vibey album to me.
It's
So you
vibey,
vibe.
yeah. Because it's not like there
So
was a
you
bunch of bangers. It's not like she had like hit. type of
like big
songs.
drums or
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
or
yeah.
it's a boppy, it's a vibey album. You put it on.
Hmm.
I like 34 plus 35. I think it's really cute, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's not a song that I see myself in 2 years listening to. I see
Right,
myself
right.
listening to Safety Net or POV like in 2 years. You know what I mean? So it's a
Yeah.
very vibey album, and I appreciate it, but I see her potential in songs like My Hair and POV and Safety Net, and I'm like, why are you hiding this? Like, why are you not? It's like ghosting all over again. Like you have
Yeah,
like Thank You Next.
I
Sorry,
think
you go,
that
you
she
go.
gets the no, yeah, no, you're totally right because I feel like she gets the same criticization from like that point of view a lot in that she's so
Really?
talented and she has this huge voice and she's done so many different things and especially the vulnerability part. Like I watched an interview, this would have been when Thank You Next came out and Ghostin', she had to like she had her manager or whatever like literally have to convince her to keep it on the album because she was going
To
to take
put
it
it on
off.
the album because she
Yeah,
wanted to get
yeah,
off. Yeah. And to
exactly.
me, this is
So
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And the
I
fact that
know
she
it's
has
so
hated
good.
on ghosting, dude. She hates
Yeah,
ghosting. And I feel
I
like
know
she hates
she.
it because she hates to show her vulnerable side. I don't know. I can tell because honestly,
I mean, it probably makes her like very emotional. Like it's hard to face that, you know?
yeah,
Like if she, yeah, listens to it, if she had to perform it, like that's difficult. So, yeah.
yeah.
And
But
there's a lot of emotion that goes into it.
I feel like if you're a story like if you're a storyteller, and Ari writes her own songs from what I understand. Like she co-writes, right?
She co-writes, yes, that's right.
She co-writes. And to me, there is a difference between people like Ariana and people like Britney Spears. People like Britney Spears, they're just like pop machines, like
Yeah, exactly.
poop an
They're just
album
gonna
after
keep
another.
doing what the public
Like
wants. Yeah.
Ariana is a little bit like Taylor in that end, where she has a very niche kind of like um style. She has her own vibe. She has her own thing going on. There is some
Yeah.
lingo that's clearly associated to her. Think about the yeah and like the whole,
Yeah.
like very like like the very
She
Ariana
got
kind
some
of
kind of
ish
like
kind of stuff.
cue. Yeah, yeah.
So she has her thing, but it's almost like she sabotages herself because she doesn't want to get out
Yeah.
of that box. And it's like,
Yeah.
Ariana, like every time, every album, I roll my eyes so bad. I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? As an artist, as a creator, as a storyteller, as I said, Britney Spears is just like an actor because she's giving songs and she just sing them, right?
Yeah.
Ariana is involved in the whole process of producing the
Yeah.
song, writing the song.
Yeah.
It's your job to show that, like, side of yourself. And I know it's hard to be vulnerable, but at the same time, this is your space to do so. Like your
Right.
art is your space to show yourself, to be the most authentic you can be, right? But
Right.
she's not. Like it's very frustrating to me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know you
Because then
loved
it's
it,
almost like
but
she
it's so
hides behind.
frustrating.
Yeah. And it's almost like I feel like in a way because the public, I mean, obviously everyone loves 34 plus 35. Like when the music video came out, everyone's like going crazy. They love
Yeah.
it. And I feel like she kind of hides behind this little like it's not meme music, but it's like it's something that people can kind of like laugh at or kind of like get
Yeah.
a little it's like a more freeing type of music versus something that's very like harsh reality, something more
Yeah.
vulnerable, more meaningful, things like
Yeah.
that she kind of hides behind these other bigger tracks um
Yeah.
instead of putting her full, I don't know, talent, I guess, out there.
But here's the thing, though. I think that the lyricism on this is very cheap. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it.
They're
It's very
very
cheap.
concise and short. Yeah.
It's very cheap. Like, and it's not even. It's cute, but it's not. It doesn't mean anything for the most part. Like when I
Right.
listened to "Shut Up" for the first time, I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Are you all right?" Like the production is amazing. Her 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 vocals are out of this world,
Yeah, she
but
sounds
it
good.
it, it just lacks like lyricism. Like it's like it's very, it feels very not polished to me, because it just comes up as, if you could just shut up, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm just like, I was very frustrated, dude. I was just, and
Uh-huh.
then there's track where there's tracks where her lyrics are so good, and I'm like, why? I'm just like, I don't, there is a very big duality in this album to me. There is a part that shines very, very good. Actually,
Yeah.
there was always, either I loved the production but I didn't like the lyrics, either
Right.
I was disappointed by the production but I was like, whoa, lyrics, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
she can never do it.
Balance it out.
It's just very, it was very frustrating. I was very frustrated.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah,
honestly, I
no.
feel like I wouldn't be frustrated if I didn't believe that she could do so much better,
Right, like her full potential in yeah, yeah. I mean,
you know?
I like her for the cute stuff too, so I can't hate on that,
Yeah, I
but
know. I know you can.
no,
I know you
I know
can, but
what you mean.
at some point it's like she's about to be, she's closer to her 30s to her 20s, and it sounds like this is an
Yeah,
18-year-old girl that wrote all of this for the most part. And I
right.
know that this is her audience. Like, it
Mhm.
sounds very young. It sounds very early
Mhm.
20s, early kind of like, it sounds very, very young to me. And it sounds
Right.
also, you end the album and you're like, well, I guess Ariana is horny, you know, like, it's just like, you know,
It's just
it's,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I liked it. No, actually, I didn't like it. I'm sorry.
Oh
I,
my
I,
god.
no, I didn't hate it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. I kind of take it as like I know that she has obviously more potential and more talent than what I
yeah.
believe she perceives in her music and album
Oh,
after
yeah.
album. But what I do appreciate is that like she has a little bit of both. Like she can be kind of like cute and fun and simple, and then she can also be like a little bit more in depth and really go
Yeah.
all out in that sense. So I don't know. To me, I still like it and I still appreciate it for what she puts out.
I know, but like at the end of the day, I agree with that actually. I agree. But if you think about, for example, think about Reputation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reputation has
We're gonna compare
very,
Ariana to Taylor.
I'm sorry, I can't. Like, it's just like, for someone who studies Taylor as much as I do, you know, like, I have
Yeah.
to bring it. For, think about Reputation that had very fun tracks. It had Look What You Made Me Do. It had Gorgeous. It had tracks that are, this is why we can have nice things, right? But
Yeah, it was a good
sonically,
album.
lyrically, it made sense. It all came together.
Yeah, it's more of
She
a
had
fluent thing. Yeah.
she had those very vulnerable moments. She had those very angry moments. She had those fun moments, but the whole story came together. This was very
Mhm.
how do you call
I
it?
think that's
This was
Taylor's
very
specialty though.
to bring it all together.
Yeah.
But if you think about Red was all over the place, right?
Yeah, yeah, you
So,
said that before. Yeah, yeah,
you know, like,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very like I think that Ariana didn't, she still needs to learn to tie everything together. Thank You Next.
Right.
I didn't like the tracks as much as I liked on
Sweetener.
is it Positions? No,
Sweetener or
Positions
Positions?
actually.
Oh, the newest one,
But
yeah.
as an album, it made more sense than Positions. Like, as
Right.
an
The flow of it.
together, it made more
Right.
sense than Positions. Positions is just like,
Right.
it just feels like she did the album for fun, to be honest. I think.
Right. Right. Right.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean 2020, maybe yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I think it's like comes down to maybe like the artist and what their vision is for it. Like I know for Taylor, like she's all about that fluidity and having like a storyline, and she's gotten really good at that. And I don't know, like
Mm,
Ariana is not, in my opinion, known as like a storyteller. It's just kind of
yeah.
like whatever's cute and fun. So, and then she just throws in everything that like makes her her. So I don't know. I appreciate it for
Okay.
what it is. I don't want to like
I
pick it apart,
agree.
you
Okay,
know?
that I agree. But then you hear her on, I
Like
think
I'm
that
not
she
going to
was
compare
on,
her to Taylor Swift because I know she's not a Taylor Swift.
think she could
Like
be a Taylor Swift.
I like Taylor for
Like, I
what she
think
is, and I
she
like Ariana for
could.
what she
I
is.
think she could be
She
like.
could.
She
But
could be
like
her
she's not going
own
to.
Taylor Swift. Not Taylor Swift, but
Yeah.
I think she could become as big as Taylor Swift. And I think she
Oh
could
yeah.
become.
Mhm.
The thing is, I think that she really does. I don't think there is a lot of. Here's the thing: when you hear about, I listen to the whole interview that she does, because she does those interviews with, I think it's Zach like Zach something.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
And you hear her talk, and you hear that there's so much more behind what she's done. That's
Exactly,
what
yeah,
upsets
that's
me.
not pulled to
If
the
you
forefront
heard
of the
her
album.
talk,
Mhm.
that interview that she did for Thank You Next, she sounded so grown up, so mature.
Yeah.
Same for this interview. And it's just
Yeah.
like, I agree that she's cute and fun, but she's not cute and fun. This girl has a lot of baggage, and you can hear it when she talks. Like, she's a whole
She's
thing on
got
her
a
own.
lot, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, when a
100%.
girl is just like cute and fun, you can hear it. Like, you can hear about
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they're
yeah.
talking
But
about.
that's like, I feel like it just goes back to like what I mentioned earlier, is that she kind of like hides behind it. Like she puts out this
Yeah,
whole cute and fun, and then it's like,
it's a defense
you know,
mechanism. Yeah, I think
yeah, in a
so.
sense, coming out in
I
her
think
art.
so.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I have so much hope for her. Like, honestly, I
Yeah, I
cannot
think she's
wait.
very talented. Hmm. Hmm.
But the thing
Well, we'll
is, I feel
see.
like, but don't you feel like her albums are too similar? I feel like I'm listening to the
Mm.
same shit over and over
They
again.
are similar. I know. My brother makes fun of it. It's all like breathy, airy, sing song, this, that, and the other, and he doesn't want to hear it. And I mean, to me, I like it. I think it's very beautiful, but yeah, I can see how other people would think it just sounds like the same as the next song.
It does. I feel like from what was it? No Tears Left to Cry, was it? No, Sweetener. From
Sweetener.
Sweetener, Thank You Next, and like Positions, it's like there's nothing new there. Like, you know,
Right.
it
Yeah.
just
She's just
sounds,
exploring the same
again,
kind of
she's just
area.
like recycling over and over again. For example, when she
Yeah.
did like the whole even when she did like, what was it, like one of your favorite albums, like where she's standing on the
Oh, My Everything on the stool.
that sounded so different. Or even Dangerous Woman and stuff like that. That sounded very
Dangerous
different.
Woman
And
was different. Yeah. I didn't like Dangerous
no,
Woman as much, but anyway, we're not going to get into the
no.
whole discography. Positions, is sweet or salty for you?
Salty for me, I'm sorry. I love
Yeah.
you, but
I
there
mean, we
is
already
some
know
songs
it's
that are
sweet
very
for me,
sweet.
but yeah, I see.
That's our first
Disagreement.
mhm. I don't
Gotta keep it
disagree. I like
interesting.
it. I think
Yeah.
it's cute, but it's
Yeah.
not.
There are reasons for you to say salty. So yeah, we can stick with that.